I'm Brian Professor B. Davis. This is your San Francisco Giants post-game recap here at the ASN Bay Area Studios here in San Francisco. As now baseball, we flipped the calendar from August to the first day of September 1st, and on Tuesday night, on the first day of September, as we're down to the final month of this truncated baseball 2020 campaign due to the pandemic of COVID-19, your San Francisco Giants dominated the Colorado Rockies 23-5. It was like shades of glorious past when the 49ers ran up 55 points against the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 24 some 30 years ago. And the Giants on Tuesday night in Denver set numerous records. They ended up scoring 23 runs on 27 hits in the contest. It was led by Alex Dickerson, had a night for the ages for the Giants in the Mile High. Dickerson goes 5 for 6 with a 3 home run game. He had 2 doubles, 5 runs scored, 6 RBIs in the contest. That he puts him into history. Also, Alex Dickerson, 16 total bases in a single game, ties a San Francisco record set by no other than Willie Mays. Did that back. He also had 16 total bases against the Milwaukee Braves back on April 30th of 1961. That was the game when Willie Mays slugged 4 home runs against the Brewers at the old County Stadium, and the Giants' 14-4 rout over the Milwaukee Braves back on April 30th of 1961. And Dickerson's also the 15th player in Major League Baseball history to have 5 extra base hits in a single game. The last player to do that was Matt Carpenter of the St. Louis Cardinals. Did that back 2 years ago on July 20th, 2018 against the Cubs at Wrigley Field. Also, Alex Dickerson, Donovan Solano, and Brandon Crawford are the first trio to have 6 RBIs, as the trio in this contest on Tuesday night had a combined 18 RBIs, 6 RBIs apiece. First time that has happened in 100 years, dating back to 1920. The Giants also ties the San Francisco record for 23 runs and 27 hits in a single game since they routed the Braves 23-7 at Atlanta's Fulton County Stadium back on June 8, 1990. Alex Dickerson becomes the 8th San Francisco Giants player in San Francisco history since they moved west in 1958 with 4 extra base hits, at least 4 or more in a game. The others did it in a game. Willie Mays did it back on May 13th, 1958. Also, Darrell Spencer, May 13th, 1958. Both did it in the game against the Dodgers down at the LA Coliseum. Willie Mays did it again. He had a 4 home run game, of course, back against the Braves in 1961 on April 30th. Mark Wassinger had a game like that to have a 4 extra base hits game back on May 9th, 1987 against the Pittsburgh Pirates at Candlestick Park. Chris Spire also had a 5-hit game, which included he hit for the cycle against the St. Louis Cardinals, against the defending National League champion St. Louis Cardinals on July 9th, 1988 at Candlestick Park, and the Giants' 21-2 rout over the St. Louis Cardinals at Candlestick Park, which, by the way, that was the same game when Ernest Riles hit the Giants franchise milestone 10,000th home run in Giants franchise history. Mark Carreon had a 5-hit game against 5 extra base hits against the Florida Marlins back on April 7th, 1996 at Greecom Park. Jeff Kent against the A's in interleague play back 20 years ago in his MVP season on June 4th, 2000. Doug Mirabelli had a 5 extra base hit game on June 24th, 2000, also 20 years ago against the Houston Astros at Minute Maid Park. Barry Bonds did it multiple times, twice. May 9th, 2001, in his record-breaking home run in a single season. He hit 3 against the Braves at Turner Field, and he did it again 18 years ago, nearly to the week, on August 27, 2002, against the Colorado Rockies at Coors Field. And Alex Dickerson on this first day, September 1st, 2002, when he hit 3 home runs in the game against the Colorado Rockies. Giants starter Kevin Gausman went 5 innings, giving up 2 earned runs on a pair of hits with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts, a quarter dozen strikeouts with 3 in the contest. Pitched very well in his 5 innings of work. And let's give you the final totals of and the Giants also lead the major leagues in hits. Final totals of the game: Giants 23 runs, 27 hits, 2 errors in the contest. For the Rockies, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6 runners left on base. The win goes to Gausman. The record goes to 2-2. The losing pitcher, John Gray, record drops to 2-4. Home runs in contest: Dickerson hit 3 in the game. Brandon Crawford hit his 4th in the game. And the time of the ball game, 3 hours and 48 minutes. With the win, the Giants improved their record to 18-19. They're now a game under 500. The Rockies dropped their 3rd in a row. They're 17-19. As now we're going to take a look at the checkout of the playoff positioning in the National League. Here are the latest updates on the ASN Bay Area National League playoff standings of this 2020 truncated baseball playoff standings. The top 3 teams, the Dodgers, Cubs, and Braves, the 3 leaders of their divisions respectively, have the top 3 spots. Dodgers, Cubs, and Braves rounding out the top 3 in the National League. Then it's the San Diego Padres, who had been really well busy during the trading deadline, like they're on a Christmas holiday shopping spree, by recently acquiring right-handed pitcher Mike Clevenger from the Cleveland Indians, who had wore out his welcome, the controversy of hanging out, leaving the team facilities in the during the COVID-19. The Padres are now 22-15. They're trying to, right now, if the season ended today, the Padres would be getting the chance to get the number 4 seed. As the Padres trying to they would be in the postseason for the first time in 14 years, and trying to hang on to have their first winning season in a decade. St. Louis Cardinals right now are in 5th. They're ahead of both the Marlins and the Phillies, because the Cardinals have fewer losses than both the Marlins and the Phillies, though the Cardinals still have a bunch of games to make up due to the postponement of games due to the COVID-19. The Marlins and Phillies are 16-15. They're tied for 6th, and your San Francisco Giants are at 8th. They're right in there behind. If the season ended today, the Giants would be in the postseason tournament. And then in the hunt, the Rockies, who lost 3 in a row, they're 17-19. The Brewers are 16-19. Then it's the Reds, and then the Mets are again 3 division winners. 2 second-place teams and 3 wild-card qualifiers will qualify for the National League playoff tournament of this 2020 truncated season. The Giants will be back in action on Wednesday afternoon. They'll have to conclude this brief 2-game series against the Colorado Rockies before the Giants return home back to Oracle Park to begin a 4-game weekend series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. For the Giants, it will be Logan Webb against the Rockies' left-hander 27-year-old Kyle Freeland, the Denver native. First pitch is at 12:10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Catch the game on NBC Sports Bay Area with Dwayne Kuiper and Mike Krukow, and on the Giants' flagship station, KMBR 680 104.5 FM, as John Miller and Dave Fleming will be giving you the play-by-play, including Kuiper and Kruk and Kuiper at Oracle Park via simulcast at Oracle Park. Latest news on Giants baseball. Go to sfgiants.com. Once again, the final score Tuesday night, Giants in a rout over the Colorado Rockies, 23-5. I'm Brian Professor B. Davis, and so long. You've been watching San Francisco Giants post-game recap on ASN Bay Area. Baby, go Giants.